So, Georgia?
What you want?
The country, not the state. I still love you, Georgia.
Fine, come back never.
I don't understand why you're so hostile. Anyways, the country of Georgia passed a foreign agent law, and I looked into it. It's pretty freaking sweet. Well, we're waiting. What is the law? Oh, my bad. Yeah, anyways, it's about media transparency. So pretty much if any independent media source in Georgia gets more than 20% of their revenue from donors outside of that country, they have to be registered as serving in the interests of a foreign nation, which I think is freaking sweet. Can you imagine all the puppets on Twitter that would have that shit on their profile and couldn't get rid of it? It'd be phenomenal. Side note, whoever brought this up to me, thank you. I actually looked into it, super cool. But I didn't have time to learn a Georgian accent, so forgive me.
Hey, America, I happen to notice you were paying intimate attention to a certain satellite I put up last week.
Yeah, it was an anti-satellite weapon, wasn't it?
I will never tell, but it will be a shame if you started losing all of your GPS satellites. You couldn't figure out where anything is, or use any of your missile defense systems because they need GPS signal.
Oh no, whatever shall I do? Do maps, compasses, and protractors not work anymore? Did someone de-invent those?
You're going back to land navigation because you're incapable of dealing with what I have put up.
You know what, I'm going to let him tell you.
104 look out below. I took out a satellite just for show. Did that back in the 1980s. You're only 40 years behind, you fucking douche canoe.
And if you want to argue semantics that I discontinued the weapon that the F-15 did that with, I did it again in 2008 with the USS Lake Erie with a Standard Missile 3. Just felt like killing a satellite with a boat, because I can fucking do that. And I don't know if you know this, but there are a few things, more than a few things, that I have, that even without GPS signal, even without anything, you could try and jam it to your heart's content. They know exactly where they're at on the planet and exactly what's coming at them. You guys may not get this, but that joke is going to fucking kill in the Aegis community. Sorry, I can't explain more. I don't feel like going to jail.
Oh, I forgot. Everything America has is better than everybody else, and it is perfect, and nobody can ever hurt you.
Look at you, telling the truth and shit. Proud of you, buddy. Look at you going into a battle of wits completely unarmed. Anyways, I've been meaning to ask you, little birdie told me that you happen to redraw some lines on the map in a place that rhymes with Baltics.
I have not redrawn anything. That is where it was, and that is where it will continue to be. That part of the Baltic belongs to Russia.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was only like half paying attention to what you were saying. I was looking at the updates on this new jet gun that I'm working on. We're making a gun that can shoot jets? You're fucked, Russia.
Load me up, coach. I want to be the first one in the chute.
I'm not gonna lie, shooting jets at somebody out of a gun, that sounds pretty cool. I might make that someday, because I'd just be building shit. But no, the jet gun is just like a regular gun, except instead of using like an explosive powder, it uses hyper-pressurized hot air. The benefit of it is you can make weapons a lot lighter and shorter and still get the same amount of range. We're working on a mortar right now.
What I was saying was that part of the Baltic Sea is mine.
Hey man, I totally hear what you're saying, and I don't have a dog in this fight. Quite frankly, I'm more than occupied enough with everything going on in the Middle East.
Death to America!
Maybe you should start by wishing life to your president, you know, because he's smeared on the side of a mountain. That ought to keep him fuming for a while. Anyways, I don't have an issue with it, but one of my friends does. You may want to talk to him.
Who? Who decided to tell America you have a problem with me?
I know I'm the new one in NATO, but I might need some sniper rifles.
Oh my god, I'll get it on the docket. I know SEMO didn't have any kids, but by sheer law of probability, you gotta have at least a couple more of those in that country. I can't wait to see. Love your work.